okay? Okay, again, figure, I'm looking for a smaller degree of muscle. I'm looking more for shape. Again, sometimes there's a little separation, but it doesn't have to be there. And no striations at all in figure. And unfortunately for women, it's hard because to try to get everything from our waist down tight, everything in the top tends to get too lean. And but again, it comes with time. You'll learn your body, and you will learn how to get the bottom tighter without affecting your upper body to the degree that you do look too thin and too striated. Okay? Again, symmetry and aesthetics always play a part. And again, overall hair and makeup, like I said, not so much at the regional shows where you have a lot of new people, because judges are going to give you a lot of leeway there. But as you move up in the ranks, national shows and the Olympia, tan hair, makeup can all play a big part in either winning or being second or third. And figure, like I said, presentation, because again, you're going to come out individually. You want to show me in that 10, 15 seconds, however long you have, you want to show me your best areas. So if you've got a really great, you look great from the side, and again, you can open up, you can lean to the side a little bit, I'll show you some examples. That's kind of what you want to do. You do want to give a back shot, but maybe that's not your best, so you kind of stay on the two sides in the front and just do one back turn and then you come back to the front, okay? So this is your time, just like the bodybuilder, when they do their individual routines, this model turns, or whatever you want to call it, is your time to show me your best features, okay? And then, like I said before, I prefer to do the group call-ups, but sometimes they bring me out individually, but like I said, it just depends. But I like to see the group call-ups because, again, I'm going to make quarter turns, and it's going to give me a better idea of the quality of the show that I'm judging that day. And then you're going to come out and do your individual turns, and like I said, this is your time. So again, you have to know what your best features are, because we always say everything's an illusion up there. You want to hide your faults from us, okay? Because we're trying to find them. It's much easier as a judge to separate everybody because I can see certain faults, as opposed, because most people, especially at the bigger shows, have awesome physiques. Okay, comparisons, like I said in the morning, we bring you out, built on a majority of what the judges want to see. And again, like I said, we might mix and match because somebody wants to see somebody else, but it's one score done, okay? So even though you do your individuals, we do the comparisons, we do the groups, it's still one score done. And then in the evening, when you come back out, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do what we call confirmation round. And again, this is in physique rounds and in bodybuilding rounds. And then if we feel like any of the athletes have changed, or again, like Betty said, we're human. And sometimes in the daytime, when you're trying to keep the flow of the show going and make sure that you don't miss anybody, you could say, okay, I think this person's third. Then you get to nighttime where you have it's a little bit more laid back, and now you have time as a judge to sit back and I go, ooh, what was I thinking? It should be 4-3 the other way. So, we do sometimes rejudge if, all the judges feel like, that the call from the morning is the same call that we should be making in the evening. Okay, now, what I said, you're not going to get a better poser in figure than this girl, okay? Same thing. I'm looking for Rhonda Sedelt. I'm looking for a little sweep to the quads. I can see, again, you probably can't see to the back, but there's a little bit of separation there, but nice taper, nice lats. Okay. Now again, she didn't win the Olympia, she was only second, so very bad placement in life. But is she striated and super lean? You don't need to be. It's her muscle fullness that got her to where she is. That's the hardest part for me to get figure competitors and trainers to understand. You just need to have, again, don't get me wrong, Nicole has awesome genetics. Obviously she's got great structure, but she's got, her shoulders across her upper back is wider than her hips, okay? I still see nice shape to the quads. I still see the glute ham tie-in, and nice thickness and fullness up here. That's all I need to see in figure. And same thing, like I said, when you do your model turns, you want to present your best look. And for Nicole, that's the way she needs to stand forever. Because she does. That is just such a classy pose, and from a judge's standpoint, when she does that, no matter how many times you see, just go, oh, I mean, she just shows everything. You see her delt, you see the lats, it gives her a nice V taper, you see the width across her chest. Again, as a judge, I'm looking at that quad, and I'm looking at the hamstring and her calf. I see all that with one pose. Now again, what I said about different bodies, these are the 4 from last year's Olympia. Again, a little bit thicker quads, a little bit thinner quads, more kind of just a little bit, kind of just middle of the road, like a little bit all overall, and again, a little bit more stride, separated, okay? So again, obviously only one of them could win, but again, 4 different bodies, and yet they were all in the top 5 at the Olympia. Now, last year's USA. A lot more tighter, a lot, and this is a new thing. How many trainers do I have here? Everybody wants to raise their hand. Well, no, because what I'm seeing in bikini and in figure, I'm seeing really thick glutes. And everybody says, oh yeah, that's the new thing. That's fine, but from a judging standpoint, that is not the new thing. Because now you have women that don't have a lot up, they're thinner up top, and they have these big glutes. And I'm just seeing from, like I said, you're looking at this right on, but I'm down here. This is what stands out is the thickness, and not heavy. I don't mean, it's not conditioning at all. It's the amount of muscle that we're seeing in glutes, especially in figure, and now I'm starting to see in bikini. It's overpowering the rest of the athlete's body. So I just tell athletes to really, really be careful. So when we're talking about like scaling back, we want more, like I said, if you look at Nicole and the girls from the Olympia, none of them are this tight and their glutes aren't this thick. So that's what you want to kind of keep in perspective.